Did you know that over 70% of people over 60 years old regularly struggle with poor sleep? According to the National Sleep Foundation, that means out of every 10 people, 7 are lying awake at night, even after turning off the lights early. You may have experienced this too. You lie still for hours, but your mind keeps racing. Utility bills, new prescriptions, or the promise to call your grandson yesterday evening. Sleep does not come. Your body feels tired, your memory fades, and your mood drops. This is not just a one-night issue. It is a sign that your health may be declining. But here's the good news. With just a few simple changes, you can fall into deep sleep in only 4 minutes. Naturally, no medications. This method has been used successfully by American soldiers, Indian monks, and thousands of seniors. If you are over 60, stay with this video until the end. It might change the way you care for your health every single day. Where are you watching from? Leave a comment below. And if you have also been losing sleep night after night, feel free to share. I always read every word you write. It is no coincidence that after turning 60, sleep becomes lighter and shorter. Many older adults often share that they still go to bed at 10 p.m., like they did when they were younger, but by 2 or 3 a.m., they are already awake and unable to fall back asleep. So why does this happen? The answer lies in the natural changes that take place in the body as we age. The first change is a decline in melatonin. This is the hormone that helps regulate the sleep-wake cycle. When melatonin levels drop, the body no longer receives a strong signal to feel sleepy at night. A study from Harvard University found that people over 60 have about 50% less melatonin than younger individuals. This makes it harder to fall asleep and easier to wake up during the night. In addition, as we age, the internal body clock, also called the circadian rhythm, becomes less responsive. The body no longer reacts well to natural cues like sunlight, darkness, or meal times. As a result, even with eyes closed, the brain stays active, thinking and recalling memories non-stop, beyond biology. Mental and emotional factors also play a big role. Older adults often worry more about their children and grandchildren, their health, their finances, or even distant memories. These quiet thoughts keep the brain from turning off and getting proper rest. On top of that, small things in the environment that seem harmless can also be a problem. Light from street lamps coming through the curtains, car noise at night, or the blue light from a phone screen can all be invisible enemies. They stop the brain from making melatonin. Have you noticed? Some nights you only read the news for a few minutes before bed, but still cannot fall asleep. In truth, you are not alone. Many seniors are going through the same thing, but once we understand the causes, sleep no longer feels out of reach. The first step to better sleep is to realize that sleep in older age needs a different kind of care than when we were young. So next, what kind of sleep environment helps the body rest more easily? Have you noticed that some nights you cannot sleep just because of light from a street lamp shining through your window or the sound of a motorbike echoing down the street? This is not a small matter. Researchers at the Sleep Foundation confirm that the sleep environment plays a key role in sleep quality, especially for older adults whose nervous systems are more sensitive. So what does an ideal bedroom for sleep look like? First, start with lighting, soft, dim, and warm light sends a signal to the brain that it is time to rest. In contrast, bright light, especially blue light from phones or televisions, tells the brain it is still daytime. That is why you should turn off electronic devices at least 1 hour before going to bed, if possible. Use a soft yellow nightlight instead of a bright white one. Another important factor is room temperature. Did you know that the ideal temperature for deep sleep is usually between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius? When the air is cool, the body produces melatonin more easily, helping you fall asleep naturally. If you do not have air conditioning, a gentle fan, thick curtains to block wind, and blackout drapes to block light can all help create a very comfortable space. In addition, sound has a strong effect on sleep. If you live in a noisy area, you might try using soft earplugs or playing gentle white noise like the sound of a fan, falling rain, or flowing water. These natural sounds help calm the brain and interrupt racing thoughts. Finally, pay attention to scent and the feel of your bedding. A soft mattress, a pillow that is not too high, clean bed sheets, and a mild lavender essential oil can help you feel much more at ease. Sometimes, you do not need a bedroom that looks like a hotel room. Just a space that is dark enough, cool enough, and quiet enough is already enough to tell your body it is time to rest. Once the space feels peaceful, the next step is to look at what your body eats and how it moves before bedtime. That is the true key to unlocking better sleep. Have you ever felt heavy and uncomfortable after dinner? Then found yourself tossing and turning in bed, unable to fall asleep? The truth is, dinner has a direct impact on sleep quality, especially for people over 60, as the digestive system begins to slow down with age. Eating the wrong way at night can keep your body restless until late, but eating the right way can help you fall into deep sleep more easily. So what should you eat and avoid before going to bed? First, avoid fried foods, greasy dishes, spicy ingredients, or strong seasonings like raw garlic, chili, and crispy fried onions. These foods make the stomach work harder, cause bloating, acid reflux, and reduce the feeling of calm. Next, be cautious with drinks that contain caffeine, such as coffee, strong tea, energy drinks, or dark chocolate. Caffeine can stay in the body for 4 to 6 hours. So if you drink a strong cup of tea at 5 p.m., it may still keep you awake at 11 p.m. According to a study from Tufts University, people over 60 take longer to clear caffeine from their system. That alert and restless feeling after an evening cup of coffee is very real. Also, even a small glass of wine with dinner or a sip of herbal liquor can disrupt sleep. Alcohol might make you sleepy quickly, but it often causes you to wake up in the middle of the night. So what should you eat to support sleep? A light dinner with vegetable soup, a small portion of rice, some soft cooked beans, and a warm glass of unsweetened milk can help you feel relaxed and comfortably full. You can also include ripe bananas, walnuts, or almonds. These foods are rich in tryptophan and magnesium, which help the body produce melatonin naturally. The important thing is to eat dinner at least 2 hours before bedtime. This gives the body time to digest and prepare for rest. When the body no longer feels heavy and full, the mind can relax more easily. And in that relaxed state, a consistent daily routine becomes the most valuable companion for a good night's sleep. One of the simplest yet most powerful factors that affect sleep in older age is keeping a regular bedtime and wake-up schedule every day. You may think that getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep is enough, but the truth is, irregular sleep hours can disrupt your body's natural rhythm. This often leads to poor sleep, fatigue, and waking up in the middle of the night. According to experts from Harvard Medical School, the human body has an internal biological clock that controls everything from hormone release to digestion and even emotions. When you sleep and wake up at the same time each day, that clock works smoothly and helps guide you into natural sleep each night. But if you go to bed at 10 p.m. today, then stay up until 1 a.m. tomorrow to watch a movie or chat with your family, that clock becomes confused. The brain no longer knows when to release melatonin to help you fall asleep. Older adults already produce less melatonin than younger people. So a stable routine becomes even more important to support healthy sleep. One interesting fact is that people in blue zones, areas known for long life such as Okinawa in Japan or Loma Linda in the United States, all have one thing in common. They go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. They treat sleep as something just as important as eating or exercising. It becomes a simple ritual that tells the body and mind it is time to rest. You can do this too by picking a bedtime that fits your lifestyle, such as 9:30 or 10 p.m., and sticking to it for at least 2 weeks. At first, it may feel difficult, but over time, your body will naturally feel sleepy at that hour without any effort. Sleep that comes naturally is the deepest sleep of all. Once you have a stable routine, other sleep-supporting techniques, especially deep breathing and nervous system relaxation, will work even more effectively. Once you have a quiet bedroom, a light dinner, and a regular sleep schedule, the next step to help sleep come more gently is to calm the nervous system through breathing. You do not need any equipment. You do not need complicated yoga. All you need is a still body and a mind ready to listen. Many sleep experts agree that slow breathing is a bridge between the mind and deep sleep, especially when practiced correctly. The first technique is called Nadi Shodhana. It is alternate nostril breathing, used in ancient Indian yoga to calm the nervous system before meditation. Sit comfortably. Use your thumb to close your right nostril and inhale through the left nostril. Then switch. Close the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. Repeat this for 3 to 5 minutes. It helps reduce cortisol and slows brain activity, guiding your body into a restful state. The second technique is breath counting. This is very helpful if your mind tends to race before bedtime. While lying in bed, close your eyes and focus on each exhale. Count from 1 to 10. If you lose track or your thoughts drift, gently return to counting from 1. You might not even reach 10 because your brain will begin to slip into a natural dreamlike state. This method helps reduce activity in the parts of the brain linked to thinking and anxiety. The final method is the 4-7-8 technique by Dr. Andrew Weil, who has studied the effects of breath on the nervous system. It is very simple. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, then exhale gently through the mouth for 8 seconds. Just 4 to 6 rounds can slow your heart rate, warm your body, and make your eyes feel heavy. According to Dr. Weil, this is the body's natural tranquilizer, non-addictive, no side effects, and effective within minutes. When you combine these breathing techniques with a peaceful sleep space and a steady routine, sleep will no longer feel like a luxury. It will become a gentle reward each night, and if you still find it hard to sleep even after trying all of these methods, it may be time to use a technique once taught to American soldiers to help them fall asleep quickly in the middle of war zones. During World War II, American soldiers had to learn how to fall asleep quickly amid the sounds of bombs, under extreme stress, and in poor conditions. They could not wait for quiet or comfort. They needed a way to help the brain and body rest immediately, even in the trenches, from this need. The U.S. military developed a technique that helps soldiers fall asleep within 2 minutes. Today, millions of people around the world still use it successfully. The great news is you can practice this method right at home, using nothing but your body and gentle imagination. Start by lying in bed in a comfortable position. Feel the mattress under your back as a safe and familiar surface. Next, begin relaxing each part of your body. Step by step, start with the face, a place that often holds the most tension. Gently close your eyes. Imagine wiping away the worry lines on your forehead. Relax your eyebrows, cheeks, chin, and mouth. When the face lets go of expression, the brain receives a clear signal that you are truly resting. Then, release the shoulders and arms. Picture all your burdens flowing away like warm water running from your neck to your wrists. Let your fingers rest freely. No need to hold any tension, as if they are floating on water. Now bring your attention to your chest and stomach. Feel your breath slowing down, like gentle waves on the shore. Do not try to breathe deeply. Just allow the breath to come and go naturally. With every exhale, let go of any remaining worry. Finally, shift your focus to your legs, from the thighs down to the feet. Imagine you are slowly releasing all tightness, like turning off the lights in each room of a peaceful house at night. When your entire body is relaxed, you may feel as if you are floating, light, weightless, free from tension. Sometimes, even when the body is ready to rest, the mind keeps spinning. That is when imagination becomes your friend and guide into sleep. Picture yourself lying in a quiet rice field, feeling the soft wind on your skin, or resting by a calm beach, listening to gentle waves. The more vivid the scene, the easier it is for the mind to leave the present and step into a dream. This is called guided imagery. It helps the brain shift from worry to peace. You can also use natural sounds like falling rain, flowing streams, or 482 Hz music, a frequency that helps calm the nervous system. When you combine full-body relaxation with soothing mental imagery, sleep returns like an old friend, quiet, gentle, safe. Some nights, even when you are lying still, the room is dark and your breath has slowed down. The mind keeps racing. Thoughts spin like a ceiling fan that will not stop. Worries about your children, promises not yet kept, tomorrow's prescriptions, or even old memories. At that moment, your body is ready to sleep, but your brain is still awake and analyzing to help the mind step out of this cycle. You can try a few simple mental games that many older adults have found helpful. The first one is the A to Z word game. Lie down and silently think of a word for each letter of the alphabet. For example, apple, banana, cat, dog. You can choose a topic like animals, objects, or foods. It does not have to be perfect. The goal is to give your brain something light and simple to focus on. This calm and steady focus helps soothe the emotional center of the brain and gently leads you into a dreamlike state. The second trick is called image jumbling, a very effective method for older adults. Imagine a few unrelated images, like a monkey, an umbrella, a hot cup of tea, and a wooden cart. When the brain sees images with no connection, it stops trying to analyze and begins to shut down on its own. According to experts at McMaster University, the aging brain often thinks in straight lines. If you gently break the pattern, it becomes easier to fall asleep. If these games are not enough, try listening to podcasts with calm, soothing voices, like Sleep With Me or Nothing Much Happens. The feeling of having someone beside you, telling a gentle story, can ease loneliness and help your body relax. Some people also enjoy using apps like Calm or Headspace. These apps offer classical Indian music, natural soundscapes, or simple guided meditations. When the brain is gently distracted, it stops analyzing, stops remembering, and instead begins to float in peace. Sometimes, the thing that helps you sleep is not trying to sleep, but learning to let go and allow sleep to come naturally. And if you begin to change your nights with small steps like these, you will see that sleep is not a distant dream. It is waiting for you, right here, as long as you are open to receiving it. As you can see, deep and natural sleep after the age of 60 is not out of reach. It does not require medicine or expensive equipment. All it takes is understanding your body, knowing what it needs, and learning how to guide your mind back to its natural state of calm. From creating a peaceful sleep space, eating light meals in the evening, keeping a steady routine, practicing gentle breathing, to using your imagination the right way. These are all simple, effective tools that can lead you into restful sleep. The important thing is, you do not have to do everything in one night. Just pick one small change to begin with. Maybe turn off your phone earlier, eat dinner before 7 p.m., or try the 4-7-8 breathing exercise for a few minutes before lying down, each evening. By doing just one of these things, you are helping your body return to its natural sleep rhythm, the way it has always known. Sleep is a gift, not a battle. You do not have to chase it. Just let your mind slow down. Let your breath calm your heart. Let your imagination open the door to dreams. If you try even one of the techniques shared in this video today, you have already given yourself a priceless gift. One breath, one bedtime, one peaceful image in your mind. That is all it takes to begin feeling the difference. If you found today's content helpful, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with your loved ones. Next week, I will share foods to eat in the evening that improve sleep and help prevent nighttime leg cramps. Which of these techniques are you using? Feel free to leave a comment below so we can learn from each other. Wishing you a peaceful night and a truly restful sleep.